One of the most terrifying things in the world of streaming is dealing with stalkers.
Get the f go away from me. Get the f away from me. Get the f away from me. Get the f Get away from me. Get away from me.
As well as being followed down the street, JasonTheWeen has stalkers who use an incredibly devious way to find out where he is and what he's up to, even when he's off stream.
Like, people are tracking my Spotify.
This isn't just a cautionary tale about the dangers of being a streamer or farming a parasocial audience, but also a frightening reminder of just how parasocial the world of streaming has become over time. The biggest warning signs for JasonTheWeen came during his now unforgettable trip to London in February.
Alright, bro. Is he on my 6? Is he on my 6, John?
Yes, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Alright, bro. I'm about to get mean. I don't want to get mean, bro. Listen, I'm not a mean guy, bro. I'm not the type, like... I'm not the type to be like, yo, red buffer? You got a red buffer on? Yeah. Oh my fucking god. I'm not a mean dude, bro. I don't want to, like, be like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But it gets to a point, bro. What are you doing, man?
Trying to send that PDF on Instagram.
But you can do it without following me. Alright? I'm sorry, bro, but listen, you gotta stop. I already told you stop. I try to be respectful. I try to be nice.
You are feeling insecure?
Insecure? Now you playing with me, bro. Please stop following me. It's getting weird. It's getting strange. I don't know you, okay? I told you, you seem like a respectable guy, but I'm losing all that respect. So please, leave me alone. Thank you, bro. See, I don't want to do that. I just feel bad, bro. I just feel bad. I just feel bad. It's not my character, bro. But, bro, some people need that reality check.
The very next day, the stalker appeared once again.
It's got its viewers. It's nowhere near as popular as football, obviously. But there's a decent amount.
Bro, stop, bro.
This is
Don't
the
do that,
Bro, I'm leaving.
I will backhand you, bro. You cannot be running back, yo.
I'm leaving.
One second, bro.
I'm leaving.
No, I'm not telling you to leave, but one second, you can't just run up on people like that.
Sorry.
Yo, son.
It's dangerous for you.
I understand. Sorry, bro. This is a souvenir. You know already that what is it.
Okay,
God,
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, thank you.
bro.
Sorry.
Just
Really
be careful,
sorry.
yeah. Just don't.
Really sorry.
You get it,
Bro, holy shit. He's got 0 social cues.
bro. Literally spawned on you. There you go, bro. I don't know what that is.
And on the third day, the inevitable happened.
Get away from me. Get away from me. All right. I don't want to smack you, all right? I'm having a good day today. Don't ruin it, all right? Yo, all right, bro. All right. You about to ruin my day. Yo, all right. I'm about to link up with a roadman, bro.
Jason, just take this. I will leave.
All right, bro. All right. I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Return it for me. Return it for me.
I will not come back to it. Please, please.
The stalker then revealed that if he wanted to, he could have stalked him even further.
It was a big mistake from his side to showing the outside of the Airbnb.
Wait, so you knew where JasonTheWeen's Airbnb was? So you could have followed him to the Airbnb if you wanted to.
Yeah, if I wanted to be really a bad guy, then I can do that. To be honest. But
When Jason got back to Los Angeles, he had a very important announcement.
This is gonna be a very, very quick stream. Obviously, if y'all didn't hear, me and Sakura are no longer together.
The breakup between Jason and his then-girlfriend Sakura only accelerated the obsession that fans had with his life and led to the bizarre situation where he was being stalked through Spotify. In April, Jason deleted a photo on stream explaining that his tech manager, Waj, had warned him that people were tracking his every move.
Because I realized how many strange people are on this internet. How many weirdos are on this internet that's activated by like that, man. All right? Bro, I realized that I dead got stalkers. I dead got stalkers. You just realized that? Woj told me about an incident like people are tracking my Spotify, like time spent on Spotify, and they're tracking how the distance I drive to see where I'm going and trying to find out what I'm doing off stream. Like, it's weird as they need to track a job? Yes, bro, like genuinely. I'm not trolling, like, bro, it's like some weirdo shit. I don't know if it's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is completely, but Woj sent me like some 4chan link. Bro, 4chan in 2026? Is that real? Some crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Like genuine mental illness.
Jason lives in LA where you need to drive to get from point A to point B. So the length of time he spent on Spotify gave his stalker a rough idea of how long he was in his car.
Maybe like Jason was on Spotify for 30 minutes. That means he drove in his car for 30 minutes, and now he's at a Starbucks, now he's at a restaurant, now he's at maybe a girl's house. Oh, Sakura lives 30 minutes away. Oh, this person lives 30 minutes away. Oh, his restaurant, is he going on a girl Tinder, whatever it might be? What is going on? Why is he not streaming? You know, just very, very hyper-obsessed stalking behavior.
And obviously, this guy is so parasocial that he knows the distances between, you know, let's say Jason's house or Airbnb to, let's just say, you know, his homeboy's house or just wherever the grocery stores he usually goes to. Weird things like that. Pretty much saying he stalks every aspect of their lives, right?
And Sakura also reported some fairly disturbing fan behavior where she was receiving handwritten letters from her fans.
Like, that's not okay, you know? And I usually don't speak about stuff like this, but like, guys, like, that's not okay. Like, I know you guys in chat, like, wouldn't do that, but I'm just like,
The thing is, some people in the chat are doing it.
I don't know who the these people are and where they're coming from, but they're like, where's Sakusa? No, you are not. It's weird as and people like need to know that, like, telling me what to eat and how to act and how to speak and my tone and bringing up multiple scenarios, it's like, it's weird. It's weird as bro. Like, that shit gotta stop.
Soon, a Twitter thread emerged which exposed one of Jason's stalkers and provided a chilling insight into their lives. On Twitter X, a Clipper account exposed some concerning behavior from a person in Jason's community called Zibs. The first tweet read, exposing this weird stalking parasocial using 4chan, tracking Spotify listening to locate distances and who's playing the songs, to the smallest things as Google searches, to a bed being changed to see where someone slept. Stalks every aspect of both lives. So as well as tracking Spotify streams, the bed covers having the same layout as the day before suggested that nobody slept there, and Jason spent the night elsewhere. The Clipper referred to Jason and Sakura as JS and wrote, sorry to JS, but this thread will contain noticing info. By this, I think he means information that is technically public, but only known by people who have been paying very close attention. He went on to say, this person is a two-faced loser who spends all day watching both streams to figure stuff out. Screenshots of DMs will be shown that contain abnormal weird-ish. I'll try my best to chronologically put this in order. March 6th, Zibs and whoever else in his group chat found out through 4chan and them searching for clues that JS are back together. Pretty much found out S is lying about her flowers. J got them for her. Fourth pic is from the background of J's stream, then Zibs matching them. Sakura innocently posted a picture of these flowers, and this sparked a discussion about where they came from. The people from Zib's group chat thought she got them from Trader Joe's, but Zibs argued that they come from somewhere else. Zibs showed this picture from a local florist, then showed a similar card from this florist in one of Jason's streams. The Clipper account went on to say, once that info was known, he alerted a group chat containing others in the community. This is when Rip, who intentionally vague posts when anything happens and makes people go looking for more, creating more parasocials to go find clues. Also slick dissing Jay for his decision on breaking up. The next day, March 7th, starts becoming more weird. Starts tracking when Jason is driving, where based off of song duration, and who's in the car based off the song first time played. His Spotify becomes the biggest thing for Zibs in the group chat. They start checking every night and morning. Zibs also noticed that Jason and Sakura were speaking about teeth whitening strips on their streams, and this was another sure sign that they had gotten back together. As well as Spotify, this alleged stalker was also using bots to track streamers visiting the Twitch chats of other streamers. According to the thread, it says, not only was he tracking his Spotify, but had his own Discord bot that would track Jason, Sakura, Asta, Bree, Kaide whenever they joined or left the Twitch chat. This is also how he found out Sakura unfollowed Jay, Guapo, and Lacey on Twitch, also tracking his music in Discord and joining Sakura's streams. For those that don't know, Kaede is Sakura's sister, and Asta and Brie are two of Sakura's friends. So by tracking Sakura's social circle, the stalker had more information to gauge whether Jason and Sakura were back together or not.
Let me explain what this dude just did. So he has a Discord bot that tracks Jason's music, so you can see when it's playing and when it starts He also has a Discord bot that checks Twitch chats. Sakura left her room, it seems, because she says music stop when she left. And then when he says music stop, he's talking about Jason's music stop, which would infer that he's on call. And then he joined their stream afterwards, and he tracked this all through a bot. Genuinely, what are you doing? What are you doing on Twitch? Go use your talents for something else. This is a different level.
Zibs also heard rumors that Jason had flown a girl out and decided to stalk not only Jason, but also to see if Sakura got jealous. On the thread, it says, once a DM leak came out that turned out to be nothing, he tried pushing a flying a girl out narrative. That's when he tracked Sakura being on a group FaceTime with Asta, Brie, and Kaede, all joining on the day of the leak, implying they all were hate watching, also tracking his IG following. There was also a discussion about how Jason flew someone out for 4 days, and without a single hint of self-awareness, they thought that this behavior was crazy. Checking who follows each other on Instagram was also a good indicator that two people had fallen out with each other. Sometimes they might be at the same event or club. However, the stalker was faced with a huge dilemma when Jason traveled to New York and was no longer traveling in his car to get around. Here, the clipper wrote, travels to New York. Again, Zibs daily, still trying to get any type of clue. This is when he learns they are officially back together after the unfollowing of people Jason just met, sparking him to go full-on detective. Starts watching to see if his bed changes, implying not sleeping from home. The most valuable information that the stalker pieced together was that two girls that Jason had recently got with after the breakup had now been unfollowed. When Jason arrived back from New York, the stalker went back to his usual routine. In the thread, it alleges, after NY finds out through Spotify again, after Sakura's birthday, Jason picked her up. Starts again tracking his nightly listens and mornings to find out where he's driving, knowing the distance of places from the Phase house. This is when he tells the group chat. Group chat vague post again. And through tracking Jason's Spotify, the stalker had a Sherlock Holmes-esque moment. The song playing in Jason's car that day was White Keys by Dominic Fike. This is Sakura's favorite song, and had never been played before on Jason's Spotify. However, not long after he discovered this juicy coincidence, Jason's tech guy found out about him and got Jason to delete his Spotify. The Clipper account concluded, I suggest anybody who is in that group chat to come out and be honest. To my knowledge, it's Zibs, Glock, K, Rip, Pointy Bottom, and Isombi and others. Zibs stalks Spotify, IG following, private life, and everything they do. Then spreads info to others so others can find out more info. And the stalker understandably got a lot of criticism after this thread went viral.
Like, this is just, it's just so far beyond the word parasocial. There needs to be a slur for whatever this guy is. I'm not gonna lie. They gotta invent something new because parasocial is just, it's just not cutting it. I'm gonna be honest.
Once you hit that point, you gotta go and smell the roses or something, bro. You can't be inside on your computer. You gotta take a step outside. You are in way too deep.
And the Clippers' closing statement highlighted a very important issue. Zibs was not a lone wolf, and in response to this thread, he was willing to call out the multiple other people involved. He wrote, yes, what I was doing was overly weird and parasocial that crossed the line. This same thing happened many months ago in September where I would get DM'd literally everything about them, Jason and Sakura, by multiple people. This time around, I started getting DM'd things again and I would send it to people who asked about it. I got sent every single one of those screenshots by other people, but it was obviously wrong to keep sending it around. I wasn't in any Discords or made any bots. Then Zibs dropped a bombshell. The Clipper account whose thread you just saw was not so innocent either. According to Zibs, the Clipper account who made those posts deleted his other account, but he would always DM me first and ask me about things, so I responded. Also, before he deleted all his posts on the Clipper account, he had posts hate farming Sakura, which was way before he ever asked me anything from his now deleted account. He posted the same exact clips that the NM Sakuza account posted on TikTok. So if this whole thing was to expose me, that wouldn't make sense because he was already making those posts way before asking me anything. Zibs then answered the fundamental question behind all of this. What the hell possessed him to do this? And he wrote, There's so many other people who did the same exact thing I was doing who you would never expect to. The reason why no one has ever thought anything of it is because they also get sent the same screenshots as me, so it was normal to many of us. It would be something along the lines of, did you see this? Or what do you think of this? And people would just talk about it just like September. None of it would reach outside of DMs, so it was more so talking about things getting sent to us and then going about our day. In our eyes, it stood in DMs, so it wasn't ever looked at weirdly because every single person who I talked to got sent the same stuff I did. The things that were sent to me were from 4chan and a Discord server that I'm not in. In the aftermath, Jason had a lot of people joking that they were watching his Spotify, and this forced him to respond to his more obsessive fans.
Holy sh! Starter track, you lazy Spotify was me. All right, bro. Let me, bro. All right, if we're gonna make jokes out of it, let me just say this, okay? What happened yesterday is unbelievable and crazy, and this is the last time I'm gonna speak on this, and the only time, bro. I don't feel any more attention. That's the craziest that's ever happened in my life. Never stalked, none of that. People just cannot fathom the fact that I am single. Yes, I am single, bro. Okay? And people try to find out what I'm doing off stream, and even if I'm linking a girl or if I'm going off stream and I'm training. Yes, I am boxing, bro. Okay, yes, that's what I'm doing off stream, bro. Okay, you don't. There's a lot of things off stream I do that y'all do not need to know about. All right, and I know that the majority of y'all are very normal and are very just y'all troll me, but that 1% of weirdos, it's strange, okay? And they cannot fathom the fact that I'm moving on with my life, man. Stop talking about us. Anyway, that's it, bro. That's it.
And this incident raised an important issue about the relationships online figures have with their audience. 5 years ago, Ludwig made this video addressing a certain section of his fan base, which Jason reacted to.
You know this, but listen loud and clear. None of your content creators, your favorite ones, including me, are your friends.
Facts, bro.
Now, again, it's not just to make you feel bad or whatever. It's just the truth. Look, I have 1 million subscribers, but I don't know 1 million people in the world. I don't know how many people you can know. I don't even think I know all my Facebook friends.
Yes, chat. Ludwig is correct, man. And it's crazy I have to say this. We're not buddies. We're not friends. I don't know you. You don't know me. Okay?
I don't even know all the people I follow on Twitter. How many people are you actually friends with? For me, it's like 20, 25? I don't really know. I guess it's the list of people I'd invite to my funeral. How could we not get attached to someone like you? Just treat it like you would treat the TV show Mad Men. You shouldn't form a relationship with me. At the end of the day, I'm entertainment. If I stop entertaining, you stop watching. That's it. That's what I want from you guys, because I'm not your friend. I will never, ever hang out with you. And I don't care about you because I don't know you. I can't.
This is true information, y'all. If you watch me and think we would ever hang out in person, the likeliness of that happening, reality check for y'all, man, is 0.5%.
While it is very difficult to justify any of the stalking, this parasocial behavior affects Jason more so than other streamers, partially because of his content.
And of course, a lot of his kind of big claim to fame has been interacting with women. Trying to go raise up girls, go on dates, making songs for girls.
Jason came up through Riz content somewhat, and then got into a very public relationship with another figure in the streaming world, with a very young fan base as well. Jason himself even admitted that this was part of the problem.
I think Riz content created like these super parasocials. Bro, I've done girl content before, and I've never been stalked. What created this is having a relationship so public. That's what it was. And the relationship being so public created these crazy super parasocials. And that is a mistake that I made and I will never do again. But these super mega parasocials, they cannot fathom the fact that both parties are moving on and are single and can live their life outside of streaming. Okay?
On a stream with Stable Ronaldo, another former FaZe member, Jason seemed to not want to talk about it any further.
There's a bot to detect when you join a Twitch channel.
Yes, bro. There's a Discord. I'm not even gonna debate attention, bro. It's.
Are those the same people that like be commenting on TikTok?
Probably.
I don't know if you said that on stream. I be seeing like random dumb like comment. And it's the same people over and over.
Yeah. I mean,
I probably shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, probably not. Bro.
I didn't know if you were watching and talking about it, so my bad.
While stalking is a fundamentally bad thing to do, parasocial relationships are not necessarily negative. They exist in a bit of a gray area. In fact, there are some experts who say that parasocial relationships can be a good thing. Heidi Godman from Harvard Health Publishing wrote, "Parasocial relationships can be a nice complement to your life. They might entertain you, inspire you, educate you, or bring you comfort. You might feel less lonely or like you're part of a tight group or a cultural moment, a feeling the show's Friends and Game of Thrones fostered for many people. However, these are shows where we know that there are actors, and there's no real influence on the actors' lives when people are just discussing characters of the show online. Now, there have always been people that would stalk the actual characters or the actors of the characters and treat them as such, but that's a very, very, very tiny minority. At the same time, there's sometimes a sign that there are deeper problems in someone's life. According to Godman, parasocial relationships fill a need. Social scrolling, streaming shows, or following celebs may tamp down loneliness or offer curated moments of joy and connection. But if you're leaning too hard on these one-sided relationships, Brooks advises taking a hard look at what's missing from your life. And this could very well be the case with people stalking Jason.
But it's weird. It's still creepy. You have to like if you have people nowadays on their iPads and iPhones 24/7 with their parents not loving them and hanging out with them, or they're not like, they don't go to school, they don't talk to friends, they just spend their lives on Twitch or YouTube. Yeah, it gets really unhealthy.
When commenting on this drama, Cinna said that parasocials can be a double-edged sword for creators too.
And like parasocial communities are a very double-edged sword because you can get communities that love you down, like they'll do anything for you, you know what I mean? But in exchange for that, they feel like this level of entitlement to your life that is like so... It's so much that like that you can't get rid of anything. You know what I mean? Like you have anything going on, and they're like, nope, well, it doesn't matter because you farmed it. And it can lead down a really scary rabbit hole.
People stalking celebrities is nothing new, but streaming is a medium that has really blurred the lines between real life and entertainment. The sense of community with a stream and with other viewers of the stream is one of its biggest advantages. However, on the other side of the coin are these disturbing incidences of stalking, and this phenomenon is unlikely to go away anytime soon, and I can only imagine it getting worse when there are so many kids that are growing up in these parasocial relationships now.